Bible verses. I would love to ask each of you a Bible verse that has meant a lot to you. Maybe it's a life verse. Maybe it's just something that's God's been speaking to you recently. Maddie, we'll start with you. What's a Bible verse that's kind of been on your heart? Maybe it's your life verse. Maybe it's one you learned as a kid.
Yeah, you should start.
You want me to go?
Yeah,
Carson,
you
you go first. Go ahead.
So I have a couple tattoos, but the one on my bicep, actually, I think a lot of people know it, but to me it means a lot. You know, it's Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And the part that's really hard for me is lean not on your own understanding.
Yeah.
In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. So the beginning, trust in the Lord, I can, that's an easy one to say. You check the box.
Sure.
And He will make your path straight sounds great at the end, but leaning not on your own understanding and submitting is the biggest challenge for me. I think for a lot of people, especially men, that think they're smart, that think they, and so for me, that's one that I always have to just keep going back to and say, all right, God, I'm going to not just trust in you, but I'm going to lean not on what I know and what I think is best, and I've had to live that through relationship issues, through family drama, through injuries in high school and college and in the pros, and just so many different situations that we all go through. And all right, God, I'm forced to trust in you, and this isn't my own understanding. I am submitting this to you, and that's a daily submit, and it's definitely a challenge, but it's something that I have to, walk through every day.
That's a great one. One of my life verses as well. Maddie? You've had time to think now.
I know. He's usually quick at that stuff.
No, that's good.
Mine would probably be, it's Psalm 139, 7 and 8, but it talks about where can I go from His presence? Where can I flee from His Spirit? And that's one thing that I think, especially together, that we've seen is no matter what we're facing or what cards are up against us, that He's always there. And I look back over the trajectory of my life and from the beginning to now, and He's always been with me. And so that's one that I always love to reflect on, and especially having a child, that's one thing I always want her to know is we're always going to be there for her, but we're going to fail. And so that she knows that her Heavenly Father is there for her and never abandons her. That's one that I love a lot.